Hey guys, it's been a little while since I've done a good old regular sit-down makeup video with you, so it was a toss-up between sharing favorites today or swatches to a brand new palette that was just released and that I just picked up a couple of days ago. So this is the Tarte Unleashed palette, and I'm gonna pop this open right now. I felt like this was more of a priority. I can do favorites next if you guys wanna see that still, but this, I wanted to get the swatches out to you right away because this, I'm just gonna tell you right now, straight up, I love this palette. I think it's gorgeous. I think a lot of people are really gonna like this a lot and be able to get a lot of use out of it. The colors are smooth, blendable, pigmented. This has got to be one of my favorite palettes that they've come out with. I just love the color combination. It's like peacock meets safari, you know, with these, how these teal and turquoise colors meet these really warm tones that are almost like Moroccan terracotta or something. And not only are the colors beautiful, but when I first got home, I didn't know that this had any kind of fragrance to it, because when I was in Ulta swatching, it was, you know, wide open to the air, so, you know, and you got all those other fragrances in there, so I didn't notice any kind of scent when I was in there just doing swatches. And I open up the palette and all of a sudden this wafting fragrance hits me of vanilla, and it smells so delicious. Okay, for swatches, I'm gonna start at the top row and we'll work our way across. So this first color here is Swan Song, and this is a really pale pearl color. So it is a very brightening color. It's not chalky at all, but when you go to blend it out, you can finally see that kind of soft sheen to it. It's really subtle though, so it's not at all like a shimmer. It does have a nice brightening effect though. That would be nice for the brow bone or for the inner kernel, the inner corner of your eye. Okay, so the next color here is Oh Dear, and this is a mauve matte, and these mattes are really smooth and blendable. I've already had a chance, a couple of days I've been playing with the palette, doing about 3 different looks on my eyes with them. So they're pretty blendable, smooth, silky, no patchiness that I noticed so far on the colors that I've used. The next color is Hypocritical, and that is a mauve shimmer. That's a really pretty one. Oh, you know what? Wait, on the Tarte website, they call it a lilac shimmer. So I guess it does have, you could call it either way, mauve or lilac, but it is a gorgeous color either way. Okay, we've got Bare Necessities, this color here. And this is a matte chocolate brown, or let's see what they say on Tarte. Let's see, Bare Necessities, yep, matte dark brown. Very nice and pigmented. The last one at this top row here is Qualified. And this is a matte purple brown, again, really pigmented. And in the close-up swatches, when I'm swatching across my arm, I didn't get a good swatch, so just so you know, I kind of like, you know, the product sometimes when you first put your finger down, it kind of like ends up sort of like all there and doesn't get a good full swatch all the way across. So there was a couple times that happened. I'm not the best at swatching, but the colors are smooth, blendable, and pigmented and beautiful. We're gonna start on the second row now. This is Two Can Do It. I love this color. I used this already in, well, for 2 days straight, and I used it kind of as a blending out color. I mean, I used a different blending out color, like just as my regular base. I normally use like a skin tone color or like a foundation tone color. So I start with that so everything else blends out really smoothly. But on top of that, Two Can Do It was the next color that I used. And it just adds this warmth to your eye as your kind of secondary blending color. So I really like that one a lot. And what do they call this one on here? This is a matte, and it's almost like a muted orange. It's got a softness to it though. It's not like a super bright, it's not like any kind of neon orange or anything. There's a little bit of subduedness to it, which I really like a lot. Okay, the second color here is No Fox Given. I love that name. And it is a burnt orange. It's a matte, and it's very much a terracotta color, which I am a big fan of. If you like terracotta colors, this one is gorgeous. If you love those burnt oranges, very, you know, you could do a real nice sunset look with this kind of color, like both of these, just beautiful. The mattes are just very creamy. Okay, the middle color here is Iguana Love You. I was just stopping to think about that name. It's not pronounced Iguana, but it would seem like I Wanna Love You would be the play on the name. I Wanna Love You, Iguana Love You, but it's Iguana Love You, so. Anyway, just thinking about the names, sometimes I'm like, okay, I know they're trying to be creative, you know, and quirky with the names. I'm okay with simple names. You know, you could put one in here named Safari or something that I would be perfectly fine with. Okay, Iguana Love You is a burgundy shimmer. Again, really pretty. That would go really nicely with some of these colors up here, like these. Oh, you could do such a gorgeous, I'm thinking like this Moroccan sunset look, or, oh, like a desert sunset. We have like gorgeous desert sunsets here, like so pastel, and oh my gosh, the oranges and peaches and how it fades into like this cotton candy pink. Oh, it's insane. I feel like the colors that they chose were reminiscent of earth. They have like an earthiness to them, but at the same time they're using color, you know? Man, they just did a really good job picking the colors out for this. Okay, the next color we're swatching here is Ear Elephant. I gotta think Ear Elephant, because I keep trying to say irrelevant, but Ear Elephant. Okay, so that one is a light bronze shimmer. Wait, let's see if we can get it in focus. Beautiful, beautiful shimmer. Absolutely love that. Okay, this next one is Totally, as in toad. Okay, Totally is a turquoise shimmer. So even the cooler tones in this palette, they still have that warmth to them. So even the bluer tones, you know, are more turquoisey, so they do have a little bit of warmth to them. Okay, we're on the bottom row here. The first one on the bottom row is Your Lion, and this is a champagne shimmer. Beautiful, again, love that color. The next color is Monkey Business, and this has got to be my favorite of the palette. Like if I had to pick one color, just because I love gold so much. This is a gold shimmer, but it is like a soft muted gold. It's not like a bright yellow 24 karat kind of gold. It is just so buttery. If you love golds and getting that kind of golden goddess look, that one is going to be a really fun one to play with. And I feel like it's really universal. Like, you know, there's certain golds that are more kind of green tone or yellow tone, and then there's some that are just a little more warmer. This one leans a little warmer, but it also has, let's see, when I swatch it, this gold has the tiniest flecks of shimmer that kind of pop on your eye and just make it look it's not like just a smooth metallic finish, you know? It's got a little bit of sparkle that just like brightens up the eye and just makes it look like so, you know, a little bit more glamorous, I guess. Golds and bronzes are at the top of my list as far as like eyeshadows go, like colors that I go for. And I've gone through a lot of different brands, but that one right there is one of my absolute favorite golds, like of all time. I have another favorite in my drawer right now, but that one, that's gonna be a new favorite for sure. Okay, this next one I love the name of. Camouflage. I'm a big fan of camels. I don't know what it is about camels. I just love them so much. So yeah, that one's more of like a medium milk chocolate brown, whereas Bare Necessities at the top here, that one's the dark chocolate brown, but they're both mattes. Yeah, I really like that camouflage one. I've been wearing that one to kind of ground the look, because you know, when you're doing lots of colors, you always have like something that kind of pulls the look, like makes it a little more not so like wild and out there, you know. I like to kind of pull it down and make it a little more grounded again with some depth and some contrast there. So that one has been kind of my go-to for that in the outer V. But it would make a really nice smoky eye if you're gonna blow that out, and that would be a gorgeous one with camouflage. Okay, this next color is Hawkward. Let's get this one. Now this one I had trouble when I was swatching the first time, because when you swatch it on your arm, it just comes off as more sheer, but on the finger you can see it is just a really beautiful white gold shimmer. So when I swatched it, you could see the flecks more. On their website they call it a pewter sparkle, and I guess that's why, because it doesn't say shimmer, so it is made to be more of a sparkle. And it does. It definitely, you can see the flecks once you start to blend it out. So it's more sheer, but it has more sparkle. But I didn't notice any fallout really, because once you blend it in, it really like sticks to the skin nicely. So I haven't tried it on the eyes yet though, but just in swatches. And the last one here, Party Animal, is also described as a sparkle. So let's see that one. But see, when I swatch that one, that's described as a navy blue sparkle. See, now that one doesn't come off the way Hawkward does. Hawkward, of all of them, was the one that came out the most sheer. But this one, even though they describe it as a sparkle also, it just comes off more like one of the shimmers in here. So it's very pigmented, and I probably better get it out of my arm, because I'm not sure if it looks like it wants to stay there if I don't get it off fast. Yeah, so that one definitely acts more like a shimmer, you know, really smooth, pigmented, buttery. So anyway, hopefully I gave you guys a little bit of an idea. I just wanted to sit here and kind of play with it and talk about it a little and kind of share my thoughts on the palette overall. It smells delicious. I love that vanilla scent, and I love the colors. That peacock meets safari look with those warm tones. And I really appreciate that Tarte is a cruelty-free brand, so they do not do animal testing. They are owned by a parent company that is not cruelty-free, but I still believe in supporting brands that are cruelty-free regardless of who owns them. A lot of the new products Tarte's come out with also happen to be vegan, so it seems like they're working hard in that direction. So anyway, I just wanted to share that palette with you guys. I love that it says cruelty-free in big bold letters right across the front. And oh, that's what the packaging looks like. It's almost like a hologram. You can kind of like see down inside there, you know? It almost kind of messes with my eyes a little bit. It's a fun, colorful palette. I love the pink and it's very glam, you know, and I love the gold on the inside. It's so pretty. I just think it's a really well done palette. If you like playing with color, but you like it a little earthy at the same time, I think this is gonna be a winner for a lot of people, and I would definitely recommend it. I'm gonna be using it a lot. I hope you found the swatches helpful, and if you want to see more makeup videos, then let me know, because I do have some other things I could share with you. I was gonna do the favorites video. I had a little bit of like recent purchases. There were some other items when I purchased this that I was thinking of sharing with you guys. I don't know if you're still into seeing that on my channel though, so just let me know. Have an awesome day, and I will see you in the next video. Bye guys.